Justice reigns from above. Out of the gate, you got one. Look at that. That was freaking amazing. See, the newbies on TikTok wanted a justice. I have to give a justice. Here we go. We have Nespot, who is here, as always, producer extraordinaire, tech god, research genius, right hand help, godsend. And we have a new member of our team, our organizer, our whip cracker, our lion tamer, Abe Lee, is also here helping. Thank you, Abe. And Abe, what I was going to ask and suggest is if you could also keep an eye on the TikTok chat.
I am actually already on there.
The best. So that I don't miss anything. So you can like let me know. Hello. Oh, you're a dead person. I'm your daughter. Hi. So nice. Hey, Caleb. This is amazing. I love this. Loki going to be in Greece in May. I do. I have lots of suggestions. Ashley, put that in the send a DM to Ness. So okay, the way that this works, guys, right now, what we have our capabilities for, we've already mastered doing Bird Mom streams on Twitch, although I'm told by Ness that there are some like new details and some new things that they've worked out that I don't know yet, but we know what we're doing on Twitch. So if you have something that you need Ness to know, you know to DM Ness. Here on TikTok, if you would like to have a question or like to talk about anything here, wait, Tom said TikTok universe. Whoa, I don't know what that is. If you have a message that you want to send, you should, what should you do? You should put it in the chat and Abe hopefully will grab it and let me know and send me a message. Abe, if you want to send me a message on text or something so that it catches my attention so I know what's going on, I will keep that open and then I know
totally
what the heck
got
is
it.
going on. Cool. All right.
Good stuff.
All right. I love this. We do need an Abe appreciation channel. Gosh, Abe has been our godsend. Today we'll be streaming. We're probably streaming for like, I don't know, a couple of hours.
7 hours. 24 hours.
7 hours. Nice. Nice. So nice. Brenton has a picture with me from the first Overwatch finals. This is so nice. Okay, wait. So here we go. So Bird Moms, for those who don't know, Bird Mom streams, and for those who do know, for my fam, hello fam. For those who don't know, they are real talk advice streams where we are talking about stuff going on in life and how to deal with problems. This arose initially out of the pandemic and where we just needed trusted adults in the room to talk to. And now we are just a family and a community. And I am not a medical professional. I am not a doctor. This is not sanctioned medical advice. I am just a trusted adult who's here, who cares, who wants to help you figure your stuff out. And so obviously, if you are in need of real medical help, I always suggest that you find a great therapist or find someone professional to talk to. So I just need to make sure to say that before we start, but we can now begin and we can start talking. This is so great. Hi, Fiona. Hello, Fiona Whitehouse. Hi. This is so nice. Okay. Mon Raf, you already have to go. Bisous. Raf Toupip is our buddy who's in France. I'm sorry it's so late, sweetheart. We'll do an earlier one next time. I know it's a little late. Mwah. Bisous. See you soon. Ciao. Okay, wait. I'm so glad to see you. This is so nice, everybody. Favorite trusted adult. You guys are the best. And also, Abe, if you could put in the chat in TikTok to go to the Discord, because the Discord is where you'll get like inside dope about things that are coming up. And then that way you know. But this whole thing will be more streamlined next time. I'm going to say, what is that? 89BX? 89BX. You just made, Riley, you'll have to tag me on that. I want to see. All right, here we go. Booty, it's so good to see you. The last time I saw Booty Farts, Booty and I were eating pasta in the West Village. We had the best time. It was totally great. All right, our first guest of the day is gonna be my buddy from Ukraine, from Kyiv, Lena, aka Kostya, is gonna come on. Do we have Kostya teed up? Yeah, okay, great. Oh my gosh, and Germania, I love this. Guys, it's too freaking long. This is so nice. Hi. Wait, who is this? Wait, what's, wait, look. I'm sorry that I haven't met you yet either. Hello, Lily. You're playing a lot of Pharah. I love to hear this. I sometimes do get recognized on the street. I do occasionally, which is always nice. You will meet me. Request me at your local convention, and then you'll see. This is so nice. You heard a rumor from Owen about me, Beam? I'll find out later. You'll tell me. So wait, I see their name, but I don't see their picture.
Oh, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Hello, I hear you, sweetheart. I want to
Hello.
see you. Can I see you?
Yeah, give me a moment, please. Can you see me now?
Here, look how good you look.
I do. You look good too, my
hello.
girl. Like, oh my God, Jencohn, girl, you're looking good. Like,
yeah.
guy, Chad, she shall be arrested because she's killing all the ladies.
I will take it. I will take it. You are killing all the ladies. You're killing everyone. Look how great you look. You look fantastic.
I have my pajama pants on.
Okay, so then you look fantastic from the chest up. You look amazing.
Yeah.
So nice to see you. Hi.
Yeah, I love to see you too.
I know. Finally, this is so nice. So, okay, guys, tell me something. TikTok friends, can you hear Kostya? Because I know you can't see. If you want to check me out and you're also on Twitch, you can see I'm on Twitch at Hey, it's Jencohn, or you can hear it. Just let me know you guys can hear it. Yes, you can hear it. Oh, thank you so much, Stuart All. Awesome.
I did nobody tell me, but my hair looks so bad on stream.
Your hair looks fabulous. What are you talking about? It's super
By
inclusive,
the way,
like all adorable and like fluffy. It's good.
Hello, Nas.
Hello.
Hello, Lee, and hello, chat. It's so nice to see you and hear you, not feel you.
It is wonderful to see you. Hi. Is that a poster
Yes.
or is that your window
Where?
behind you?
Behind?
Other
It's
side.
it's my hamster's cage, I think. Oh, this?
Yes.
It's my fucking closet.
Oh, I
Close
was like, what is that? I like that. Okay.
it's broken, to be honest. Like the
Oh, okay.
doors. Like what?
Fair enough.
Jesus
Tell me
Christ.
what is going on, my Kostya. What's happening?
Like right now.
You have a question because you wanted to come on.
I guess I had a question to be on the show, like about voice acting and stuff.
Tell me.
So I've already started like to go on with my voice acting career in Ukrainian segment really high. Like I slowly started like voicing other animes, and then like later I got like into this team which does dubbing. Those are like really professional, cool guys, which I'm really happy about. And like I know the ways how to do content and voiceover in Ukrainian, but I also want to work for like English segment and like the USA, the British, etc. But I don't really have any clue how to, get into it, how to get recognized, and how to make content and stuff. So
You and I have had conversations about this before. You and I have texted about this a little bit before.
Yeah,
about,
kind of.
right. So I know the first thing I would do. So are there any acting classes or voice acting classes that you can take online right now to start?
I think so. Like, I think a lot of my practice like comes from me just doing all this dubbing and voiceover and like in Ukrainian. But I know like it's not really similar to English, and I understand that. So what I do is like just practice to myself and read
Well, but the
a lot.
acting is the acting. Like
Yeah.
dubbing is one thing, and dubbing is amazing. Dubbing is a great business, but acting is acting, and you have to be a great actor no matter what language you're doing it in.
That's true.
So
That's true.
I would suggest the first thing up would be to take some kind of voice acting course, some kind of class. Off the top of my head, I can think of, Jennifer Hale. Do you know Jennifer Hale? She's Ash in this game, but she's the greatest of all time. She's voiced, I think she's in the Guinness book. She has started a website called Skills Hub, where you could potentially take specialized classes and take specific courses, or do a one-on-one coaching if you wanted to, or whatever, if you wanted to just work on acting chop stuff. So that would be one thing that I would do. I would check that out. I would just look up Skills Hub. So SKILLSHUB, as just check it out first. Because that's, wait, I know, right? Winter, exactly. What hasn't she voiced? Exactly. Thank you for all this love I'm getting. Thank you, guys. So nice. I would say you have to do that. And then, are you aware of any projects that are crossovers? Are you aware of any animation or gaming or anime projects that are created by Ukrainian creators in English-speaking countries? Have you ever done any research in that direction?
Yeah, and like I think it's like the biggest problem. Because when I want to do like content in Ukrainian, I just can't like take any anime, any like USA content or British content, just translate it and do it. But like Ukrainian segment is unfortunately not so wide right now because we were like really pushed down for many years and we're not allowed to do stuff. So we are still developing. And like it is not so broad and it's really hard to find and get the opportunity and time to do it in English. I got a couple like I voiced like a little animation for my friend in English, which
Good,
was nice. Yeah.
right?
Yeah, but it's like the biggest problem for me because it's really hard to get started.
Have you ever done, just as a homework assignment for you, just as a rabbit hole to go down? Have you ever researched, you know, there's so many people, particularly in the US, who've immigrated from somewhere. And like in New York, I can think of a lot of people of Ukrainian descent. And I know people in other states. I would imagine there have to be, in the gaming industry, people of Ukrainian descent. There have to be. Have you
Yeah.
ever done homework in that direction? Like to see, just to see if there's anyone in gaming who's Ukrainian. And I would think at this moment also to see who is speaking out about the situation in Ukraine, who is vocal, and who has been like which gaming companies. I would look into seeing who has been vocal and who is standing with trying to help Ukraine and help people right now, and see who else is from a background. And then I would write direct messages through Twitter or whatever to those people and say, I'm in Ukraine and I'm trying to get voice work. Because that could be potentially a way to plug right in. That could be, it could be a good moment to do that. Like that, there's, you know, I think people always want to help other people. And if there's a place to connect and a way to connect, like you and I have connected through here and through Overwatch and through voiceovers and gaming. If someone else is able to connect with you because of gaming interest and then a common interest, either in a cultural background or in a political situation, if there's a place to connect, they'll want to help. People want to help, and you have to always just assume people are hoping to be able to help whenever you reach out to anyone.
Yeah,
Does that
I
make
think
sense?
I think it's a really good suggestion because you know Ukrainians are everywhere, like in every like part of life you can think of, like mechanics, style, acting, animation, and stuff. Are like some great Ukrainian minds and talents behind it. But it's just again, as you said, I have to search for them. I think it's a good suggestion. Yeah, thank you.
It's a little homework for you, for sure.
All right,
But
mom.
Kostya,
All
you
right.
have to know that people everywhere always are looking for ways to help. And people the world over are looking for ways to connect. So if you offer someone a way to connect and a way to be helpful, they're going to jump. So the legwork is you finding those ways to connect.
Well, you know, myself. I'm like a person who seeks out to help everyone. Like I've been doing a lot of volunteering this summer because I want to do something to make the difference. Because what this war has taught every Ukrainian is like you make the difference. You buying something, you helping something, you doing something makes the difference. And I think it's like the lesson that everyone in the world, everyone watching right now should learn. You guys make the difference. Don't put it on like, oh, I can't do anything because the community doesn't do it. It will be worthless. No, the power is in unity. The unity and our freedom and will is the reason Ukrainians as a nation still exist. That's what kept us going. So please never give up. I love you guys.
So well said. So well said. Oh, I'm hugging you. I really need to catch up with you. I need to have a catch up with you. I'm sending you such a big hug. Go check
Okay,
out Jennifer Hale's site. Go down that rabbit hole. And if I can think of anyone, then I'll think of people to send you toward as well. Okay. But I think those would be two things. I'd work on my acting skills and I would see where else could I connect on a personal level where someone would have a personal interest.
Yeah.
I love
You know,
seeing your face. You look terrific.
girl, you look beautiful. What are you saying?
Thank you.
Like if I put my glasses, like we're basically sisters now. We're like
We're twins. We're twinning.
twins. You can't separate us.
We are one. We are all in this together, my Lena, of course. Sending you a great big hug. Mwah. I'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for staying awake.
Yeah, it's like
Bye.
1 a.m. for me. My eyes. Good
Wait,
night.
Mirabira, what do you think? I think, of course, she is, right? I mean, she seems super bent to me, I think, in my opinion. Chris, I love you too. Thank you. Sulfur, thank you for the likes. Say Mama Anna. I love Mama Anna. So nice. Okay, let me see. Hello, Neo Nicole. Yeah, Nessie, obviously justice reigns from above. Clearly, justice reigns from above. There's no question. So nice. Ooh, there's cookies. Super Nessie, welcome. All right. Thank you. I'm so glad you liked that advice. Thank you, guys. Oh, Abe, thank you for saying that. This way, yeah, guys, if you want to go over to Twitch, then you can see what's going on. But I'm glad you can hear it on either one. And soon enough, we will figure out how to do this on both at once. All right. Next up. The next up is going to be our buddy Finn, Beam Toaster from the UK, who we have not spoken to in ages. Oh my God, this is so nice. I miss you guys. I love doing this. Hey, Hill. Hey, none like Drew. Hello there. Thank you, guys. Okay, wait, I'm going to tell the TikTok fam again. So if we've got a bunch of new people here, I just want to tell you, we're in the middle of doing an Ask Bird Mom stream. And Bird Mom streams are real talk advice streams where we talk about everything from like simple work stuff to like real stuff that's going on with us. It runs the gamut. So that's what we're doing. Hello, Sultan. Hey, my outfit is the best outfit in the battle pass. I agree with you. Look at you, my Beam. I love this haircut. This is so cute. You look wonderful. How are you doing?
Oh, I am doing so fabulously, and you look amazing too. How are you doing?
I'm so good. I'm really good. Well, okay, so we want to hear like the big news of the day. Wait, first let me yell because Mick, would you please turn off the tea kettle? Would you please turn off the tea kettle? Thanks. Okay, yeah, I'm hearing like the screeching behind me. Okay, so the big news of the day was the Golden Globe nominations came out this morning in the US. And Pam and Tommy, which is my husband, created that show as well, got 4 nominations for the Golden Globes. So I'll be going to the Golden Globes next month.
Oh my God, I'm so proud.
So I need to figure out what the hell I'm wearing.
Naturally, you will be flawless.
I have to decide what I am wearing for this. I am very excited. I know it's going to be great. I'm in the middle of a bird mom. Yeah, you can pop in at some point, but right now I'm talking to Finn, okay?
I just,
Oh,
I
you
just,
can't think he wants to go to the Golden Globes. Wait, what?
I just think the fact that it's like 11:30 here in the UK and I'm somehow like maintaining some level of energy is.
I it is true devotion. It is true love. Our friend Finn from my TikTokers is like, it's what, midnight over there. So you are a love for staying awake. Tell me what's going on.
So I wanted to give you a little bit of a life update before we like really get going.
Mhm.
And most of that is just me saying thank you. Like such a massive thank you. Like ever since our last bird mom, when you basically helped me when you basically helped convince me like to not go astray and to follow the path that I was meant to be on. Um, as you've seen over our random Instagram DMs when I've just sent you things in all caps, it has been a bit of a magical journey ever since. Like I've God, like I've done things with the Overwatch League and I've just taken advantage of all of these incredible opportunities that otherwise I wouldn't have. Like, and a majority of that is thanks to you for just sort of showing me, hey, you're in your head about this, you're freaking yourself out, and I mean,
But you did it. But you did it. I'm so happy to give pointed you in a direction. But look at you. You put yourself in this position where you're winning and you're doing it all.
it's just
Very proud of
it's
you.
just incredible to me that like half a year, well, not even a year ago, like half a year ago, um, I was a I was a totally different person in terms of where my life would have led. And now it's just like, girl, I wrapped up my first student film shoot last Thursday, and it's like, where was this Finn like all along?
Your energy is so light and bright right now, Finn. Like you're like shiny and light. It's you can see that things are good. You can see it coming off of you. It's wonderful.
and
I'm
I
so
did
glad.
and I did want to dance back onto this point that I was making in the Twitch chat. I heard that when you and our good mutual friend, Boots, had pasta in the West Side, a certain someone might have been brought up into conversation, which was like, dude, if it was, holy cow.
I have absolutely no idea what you're talking. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, don't worry.
None. You're gonna have to write me. It was
Oh my God.
it's you, honey. I'm like, wait, what? I mean, we definitely, if it's, we talked about you because we love you, of course.
But
If
yeah,
that's
oh
what you
my God.
mean,
I'm sorry.
we're
I am
not
so bad at like
anyone. We're like, I don't gossip about people.
I am so bad at innuendo.
Like what? Like, ooh, is there some dirt? Was there some tea? Like, no,
Oh
no.
yeah, you and Boots just called me a complete bitch for the past 45 minutes
That's
over
all we
pasta.
did. We like, that Finn, that beam toaster. Yeah. Give me more pesto.
Oh
That was
my
the
God.
whole, yeah.
But I think this kind of the whole thing kind of leads me on to to my actual question. And it's, whilst I've been taking advantage of all of these incredible sort of opportunities, I've met so many friends over the past like couple of months, and I'm just in a place where right now it still feels unreal.
Yeah.
Like all of these incredible opportunities are coming my way. Like I'm doing things that I never would have envisioned myself doing. And I think part of it is there's like a feeling of imposter syndrome, like I'm not meant to be here. Oh, it could all suddenly be ripped away. But it's kind of like, how do I embrace and enjoy the moment whilst not sort of doubting myself and sort of, fearing for the future, I guess. it's a messy expression, but it's basically like what I'm trying to say is basically how do I just enjoy it more?
So I completely hear what you're saying. First, it's totally normal for you to be going through this at this moment while you're transitioning this way. It is completely normal that you're having this reaction. This is your brain's way of trying to keep you safe. You're in new terrain, you're doing new things, you're breaking new boundaries, you're trying new stuff. This is your body and your brain trying to go like, ah, it's dangerous there, stay safe, stay safe. It's called disintegration anxiety, what you have going on. So the only thing to do when you have that happen is you stop, you say, okay, and if you want, you can name it. If you want, if there's someone whose voice it is in your head, like if there's someone in particular who's the naysayer, it's like, oh my gosh, it's my mom's voice in my head saying that, or oh, it's my aunt. You can name them and you can give them like a kind of ridiculous name, this voice. Like I sometimes call mine Frida, and I'll be like, oh, okay, Frida, thank you. Thank you. We're safe. We're good. I appreciate your help. I understand that we're scared, but it's time to do this thing. I'm fine. I'm safe now. And then you move your attention. So you acknowledge that you're having the fear. You thank it for trying to keep you safe. You move your attention to the next thing. And then you think about, and what if this goes well? And then the next thing should be, and what if this succeeds outrageously? And then suddenly you feel yourself get all excited. You feel your energy lift. And that's the cloud you float on. Always take the energy ride that takes you higher. If you have choices between one line of reasoning is making you feel scared or low or down, but then you can move your attention and say, oh, but what if it all goes well? And what if it's all a hit? And you start smiling, that's the ride to take. And that's literally all you do. That is how you do it. That is how you enjoy it more. That is how you deal with the disintegration anxiety. The more you're able to soothe it and calm it down and move over, the more often it will sort of dissipate by itself. And know that every single person on the planet, every most successful person on the planet, Oprah, whatever, they all have this. Everyone has disintegration anxiety. It's just a matter of figuring out how to master it and move on. Maybe the only people who don't are psychopaths. Psychopaths might not have disintegration anxiety, but that's it. But literally, like if you're not a psychopath or a sociopath, you have disintegration anxiety.
I'm pretty sure for everyone in chat that I'm not a psychopath. I can 99.9% confirm that.
That right?
Little bit. Who knows? But I just so vividly remember getting onto set that day, because I can't believe I'm talking about this. Like, Jesus, getting onto set. I sound like
back when I got on set. Yeah, love.
I just remember it being such positive atmosphere because my group had filmed the week before, because we split into 6 groups and made student films. It's great. It's a bonanza. We're watching, and it's there was just such a warm atmosphere on set that it was just okay, maybe I can do this. And I think the most nerve-wracking thing for me now is going, because we have this premiere on Friday where we all gather together and watch each other's creations, and we all get judged on it by our lecturer, and it all forms part of our overall feedback for the module. I think the most nervous part of me is saying, oh God, other people are going to be able to watch you and judge your performance. And it's kind of something that I've never had to deal with before, even as a content creator, because when I just post videos to YouTube or do something like that, it's okay, well, I can just leave that and go away. Whereas with this, everyone's gonna be there. Everyone's gonna realize it's me, and everyone's gonna be like, oh, he did really good, or oh, he was shit. So I suppose my next question, and the second question for the day is, how the hell do you deal with that?
This is so funny that you say this. I had this conversation with someone else, but exactly this conversation with someone else earlier today. You cannot let your self-worth hang on the opinion of people who don't matter to you and who you don't care about. Do you feel like you did the best job that you could?
I think for a beginner actor in the start of his career, I did the best job that I possibly could.
You did the best job that you could do. Okay. So then you get to choose your circle of influence. You get to choose the very few, very small group of people whose opinions matter. And that should be like, I don't know if you've got a couple of trusted friends. I don't know if you have a mentor. You can have a few, because I mean, you should have some trusted people who, when they tell you something, you can hear them and you listen. Choose your small circle of influence, and everyone else, it does not matter. What anyone else says is irrelevant and shouldn't even touch you, and should absolutely roll off your back. Your sense of self should never be attached to what a mob thinks about you, or what a group who has no relevance in your life thinks about your work. And the best professional advice I had heard at that point, I heard it, God, maybe 15 years ago already. It's a long time. There's a very famous stage actress, and she's a character actress in film and television. Her name is Cherry Jones. And when she goes to universities or speaks to young actors, she tells everyone that the best piece of advice that she ever got was a piece of advice from her grandmother, which was that you should never confuse your success or lack of success in your career with your self-worth. So you shouldn't confuse it on your way up when you're flying high, and you shouldn't confuse it if you're on the way down or if you're starting out. Your self-worth needs to be something completely separate from what's going on in the stuff that you're making. Pardon. Oh, I'm hitting my mic. With the stuff that you're making, or your work, your output. That is not you. That's just stuff that you're making. This is where your worth is. Does that help?
I love you beyond words can describe. I mean, I'm sat here at what time is it right now? At 20 to midnight in a Christmas jumper, and then pajama pants from the waist down. I could not love you more, Jan. You have just encouraged me beyond this entire wild, crazy, I'd say 18 months. I owe so much of everything that I've done to you, to Anjali. I mean, you know how much I glow about you on a practically daily basis. You are one of the best people in my life right now. And shout out to...
We just love you, man. We love you. You're the best. Thank you. Thank you.
Quick shout out to my friends Will, Sam, and Emily, who might be watching today, or if not, they might be watching on Rewind. You guys are the best. I love you, chat, and I'll see you all soon.
See you soon. Keep kicking ass. I'm so proud of you. Keep doing it. I can't wait to see more. I can't wait to keep cheering you on.
I love you. Bye.
Love you too. Bye.
Bye.
Carbs Cantina, you totally need to chat with me again. Thank you. Hello. Hi, guys. Hey, what's ABM? Okay, so ABM is Ask Bird Mom, and it's a series of streams that we started doing a few years ago on Twitch. right at the beginning of the pandemic. And it's a real talk advice stream where we talk about real life stuff going on in our lives. We can pepper it with some voice stuff or whatever, but mostly it's about real stuff. And we can go light, we can go heavy. I am just a trusted adult in the room, and we're talking about life advice and going forward. And thank you, Rachel. Oh my gosh, that's so nice. Thank you. So nice. Hi. All right. Akita, we missed you too. Hello. Odd, I'm so happy to see you here. This is amazing. This is so great. I love this. All these people. Okay. Abe, have we seen Suzanne or Sue on TikTok? Because Sue is supposed to be on TikTok, and I don't know if she is.
Let me look through. There is a Suzanne
know.
Sarita in TikTok, as I see. Is this?
Oh, that would be her.
Okay,
That's
so
it.
then I believe she is watching right now.
That's her. There she is.
Yep.
Okay. So my beloved fam on Twitch, we're gonna take one on TikTok. Okay. So please let me know that you're hearing it on both sides. I'm hoping that this works. This is literally a first. We are breaking ground right now. This is our groundbreaking, doing it all.
See.
Yeah, I know. Kanahara. Let's see. Kanahara is Yiddish for like, oh, don't put a curse on us. No hex on us. Let's try this. Okay. Let's try. Do we have it? Where's my buddy? I'm looking. Why don't I see Sue? I don't see Sue. How do I do that? Okay. How do I add Sue?
I'm gonna try and pull it up for y'all on the Twitch myself.
I don't know how we add Sue. Oh my goodness.
Sup.
So
Give me a
wait,
sec.
hold on a second. So guests. Hold on. Thank you guys. Okay, I'm looking. Sue, do you have a thing on yours? Okay. TikTok friends, how do I get Sue on here? What do I do?
Request?
What?
Doesn't Sue have to request to be on or something?
You have to request? Sue, you have to request to be on as a
Or something
guest.
like that. Request to join host, something like that.
Okay. And then you're going to swap. You guys are amazing. You know what? If you can keep both open, because after Sue, we're going to come back to the Twitch stream. And at some point soon, we're going to be able to figure out how to have this all on one thing so that I don't have to be looking in 6 different directions. But it's very exciting to have to do it in 6 different directions for once. This is very exciting. Okay. Do we have, where is it? Can I say, hello, happy birthday, Noof. Hello, happy birthday, Noof. Okay. Sue does not know. How do you request? Take a look. I know this is hysterical. Okay. Nessbot.
Yo.
I'm going to answer some of the TikTok questions, but in the meantime, I'm going to put you in touch with Sue, and can we get her into the Zoom chat? And then she can do it if we can't figure this out quickly, because otherwise, because I don't want to slow down the action.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, hold on. And then we're just going to have to figure this out. But in the meantime, I'll talk to my TikTok friends to figure out how to do it.
Well,
but in the
Sue can
meantime,
join Discord or contact me at Pronosis on Instagram.
hold on. Sue, I am sending you. Actually, you know what, Ness, I'm gonna
give me Sue's Insta or something.
Oh yeah, you know what? That's exactly what I'll do. Okay. I'm going to hold on. I'm gonna give you Sue's Insta. Guys, it's so much fun when you gotta figure out new stuff and you don't know what you're doing.
Everyone message at TikTok to give us a stream key.
Yes,
Jen,
that would be great too.
I think I know how to do it. I believe that at the bottom of your screen you would see 2 people, one that is like pink and one that's blue, and you click that to do multi-guest or something. But
when I clicked on guests, and I got No, I got a bunch of names, but none of them are Sue. And then hosts. Host alive with others?
Potentially.
Yes, I think so.
I am not seeing Sue there. So
Alright, just give me the Insta.
do we have
Down low.
Yeah.
Oh, this is hysterical. Okay, wait, hold on, Sue. We have got this. This is very exciting. This is something else. 1 second. Whoop whoop. You guys are good sports, and this is hilarious. Hold on. Suzanne. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna forward this to the Nest bot.
That's me.
Hold on. Copy URL. Ness, I'm going to send you this link. Oh, we are just on it over here. Here we go. Okay, Sue, I just sent Ness
Did
your
you?
Insta
Okay.
handle. Yes, I just sent Ness your Insta handle. Ness is going to send you a Zoom link. Jump on the Zoom link. In the meantime, guys, my Twitch family, thank you for being patient and wonderful with me. My TikTokers, I am seeing that there was a question, hold on, that Abe sent me, that you would like to know my thoughts on Pharah and LGBTQ, etc.ness in Overwatch. Now, I am strongly of the opinion that Pharah has a thing for Swiss doctors who fly. In my opinion, that's what I think. Winged Swiss doctors. And one of my favorite things about Pharah from the start has been her unapologetic machismo, her intolerance for any BS, and her like stepping into her macho-ness. So yeah, so I am all for it, guys. But can I say I love you, Salman and Noof? I love you, Salman and Noof. I do. Who is stronger, Widow or
have
my mother?
Suzanne
My
Soretta.
mother, obviously. I love Widow, though. I love Widow. You have Sue.
Yup.
Amazing. Okay. Success.
They
Guys,
pay me pennies
we
for nothing.
tried. Aerial superiority achieved. Absolutely. Hi, Veldon. How you doing? Hey. You see? Of course. Yeah, girl in the beat. You know it. Angela likes some Swiss doctors. I love that. I love you, Dior and Kendall. This is so nice. Hello, Junkrat fan. I'm a Junkrat fan too. Totally. Okay. Guys, we have Sue. I'm so excited. You're gorgeous. I love seeing you here. Hi. You look fantastic.
I can't believe you look fantastic. I can't believe that I'm so happy to be here. And wow, thank you for. I know it was a little bit of a struggle.
You know what? Thankfully, the stakes are relatively low. We are in a very warm and loving environment here. We're just figuring it out. If we get it 70% right, we've succeeded. It's all good.
Amen.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's
Oh my
so good.
God.
I'm loving this Mia Farrow. This is so, you look
Oh
wonderful.
my gosh.
It's
Well,
wonderful.
you know why, right? Why
Yes, but it's amazing.
Yeah. It's yeah. So yeah, I don't know how much. I guess I can say whatever here, right?
You can say anything. This is as warm an environment as humanly possible. So guys, Sue is also a very well-known New York voice actor and now lives up in Canada and is a voice coach and trains people and is an accent coach. So for any of you, Sue, we should put your information in the side chat because a bunch of people here all are really interested in becoming voice actors. And Sue like coaches people on either taking on different accents for American accents or all over the world. She's like an expert and this is her field. So you should check her out. She's brilliant. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
See in the
Thank
chat.
you.
I don't think you can see in the chat, but you're getting wow. Oh, nice. Wow. Yeah, she's amazing.
Yeah, I shut it off on my phone just so that it wasn't like two things like happening. But yeah, that's what actually a lot of the work that I do here. Well, I teach at the university as well. I teach voice and speech at the university, the English speaking university here. But I also coach a lot of Francophone actors here in Montreal to do an American accent. So a lot of times they get English roles and they're needing to speak with an American accent for a job. And so that's where my research is in, my specialty is in English pronunciation, yeah, for actors.
Right.
Yeah.
So listen, see, the odd is saying I should probably go though, because you got your audition, you got an audition to prepare for. You got an audition. Okay, good. Oh, I'm glad that you linked it, guys. Good. So Ness has put a link to find you in the chat. So guys, this is how you find Sue. Okay, Sue.
Yeah.
Started by telling me a story of a social situation that happened with a colleague / newish friend who came to her birthday dinner.
You want me to keep?
Do you want it? I think if we can give a brief encapsulation.
Yeah.
So this is a newish friend who came to this dinner.
Yeah. So I knew this person for a few years, but like, more as a client. And then I had just recently, over the last year, kind of, brought them into my friend group. You know what I mean? And it's a special, intimate thing when someone sort of goes from like client or student into like friendship territory.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, I've been which is why I have short hair. I had been going through cancer treatment. So I was like going through chemo this summer, and it was my birthday. And the person, it was a very small dinner, birthday dinner. We had a private little suite. It was like a fancy place. It was super cool. It was 3 couples and me and my fiance. But the person who, we'll call them, let's have an alias. We'll call them Barbara.
Barbara. I love that she's a Barbara. Barbara.
No idea.
She's 83 years old. And right. So but Barbara, great. It's perfect. Okay.
So her significant other had gotten COVID, and so he, for my sake, he was like, or I think his son had gotten COVID, or he was feeling symptoms anyway. To spare me, he was like, I'm not going to come to the dinner. I'm so sorry. Have a great birthday. So she was there by herself, and
so it's 3 couples and this newish friend who's come solo, who's left her fiance at home. Right.
Yes. Totally like drinking a lot. It's fine. It's a party. I think she may have been drinking before the party. At one point, she had like her arm around my fiance, like kind of getting a little chummy, and it was fine. I'm just like, I trust him. We don't. I'm not weird about that. It's fine. But then it kept like getting a little more intense with other guys around the table. But I kind of was like, she's flirty, she's drunk, it's fine. And then toward the end of the night, we're like about to pay and stuff. We're like finishing up dessert, and we're like, where's Barbara? And let's say Bob, who's the fiance of
another one of the friends,
one of the other couples, right? Who has like a baby with his fiance. Like they have a very family kind of focused, not open relationship. And I suddenly am like, where are they? And then I see his fiance look at me with this, I don't know if you guys can't really see me, but she kind of makes like this finger, like, come over here. And I was like, oh my gosh, I start
come over here finger, right?
Is constantly joyful, like never angry, always happy in like the 10 years I've known this person. So I was like,
suddenly,
oh my gosh. Yeah, like kind of shocking just off the bat. Like, what's going on? She pulls me outside and I'm like really shaken because she's like, come here. She's like, your friend Barbara.
Barbara.
I found them making out, and maybe even more. She doesn't know because she left so quickly in the bathroom. And I'm like, what? I'm sorry, what? Then she is upset. I'm trying to console her. I go into caretaking mode, like, oh my gosh, it's, she's like, what do I do? What do I do? She's freaking out. And I'm like, you got to take it step by step. Like, I don't know right now. Right now, you are allowed to feel your feelings. That's for sure. And at some point, you got to talk. You got to talk. I mean, literally, why am I doing that? Like, I'm going into caretaker.
Right. How did you end up in this situation? Right.
On my birthday, going through cancer treatment. What is happening? Barbara comes out, sits down on the park bench outside of the restaurant, and is like, she's British. She's like, I'm really sorry, but he told me you were in an open relationship. And I'm like, what? This is not helping. This is not helping. And no, they're not in an open relationship. The girl is like, no, we're not in an open relationship. Get out of my face. They're fighting. I'm like, Barbara, leave. The fiance comes out all ruffled and like, whatever. She grabs him and she's like, we are going home to our sick baby. They leave. Barbara is freaking out and upset, follows me home, follows us up into our home because she's freaking out. And I'm like, I think you really need to go. Like, it's probably time for you to go. I'm like trying to be nice. She like is by the door crying and being like, I was used for somebody's, what's it called? Like kind of midlife crisis. I'm like, what? Basically not taking responsibility for the fact that like it takes two people to do this kind of thing. I am not against anyone having an open relationship in my life. That is totally cool and fine. It's just
that's not the issue remotely.
Clear.
Yeah.
It needs to be clear between the two parties. It needs to be very clear that that is something you're both looking for. And maybe a birthday party is not the place to do it in a small space. I said to her, like, I really need you to go. Finally she leaves. She's texting me all morning. I'm so upset. When you're going through cancer treatment, when you're going through chemo, it really affects you on not just a physical, but an emotional and spirit. Like it's an energetic change that's happening.
How could it not? Of course.
Yeah. Your immune system is lower. Everything is kind of sensitive. So any kind of stress is like up to here, it's just like, whoa. And it just like, I was just shaking. I was just like in a place of shaking and just so upset. I finally said to this person, Barbara, I said, look, I'm going to need some time. I need time.
Yeah.
Since then, I've only talked twice texting with the wronged, like, fiance woman.
Right. A friend of yours, Bob's fiance. Right.
Bob's fiance. And Barbara's like, take all the time you need. I'm here if you ever want to talk or like Zoom or connect or whatever. And I just like, it comes up for me now and again to contact this person because we share a lot of business contacts and I don't know what to do. Like, on one side of me, it's very strong that I'm just like, no, hell no. Like, it's just like, it's a mess parade. Just don't deal. And then the other side is like, maybe I should I should da-da-da. So I'm kind of in this weird place about it. And I really wanted Mama Bird's opinion.
Thank you for fleshing it out even more because you gave me a rough framework, but now that's the fleshed version of this crazy situation that you were put in. This is absolutely not a drama for you to plug into. Not now, in a state where you need all of your energy and all your resources, and not when you are at full capacity, not fighting things, not dealing with chemo. These are not your monkeys. This is not your circus. This is so not for you to plug into. And the thought that, and I know people were drinking, and I know it's a party, and I know it's whatever, that no one at a table of adults had the wherewithal to be like, this is really not the place or time to be testing the limits of my friendship, their relationship, my relationship. This showed such an error in judgment on both of their parts. Yeah. Bob's wronged fiance, even though she's your friend, should not be troubling you with this. Barbara, I'm happy to hear Barbara has laid off, because Barbara needs to just lay all the way back. Bob is clearly having some serious issues about what he wants in life and what he's doing. Bob's in it. None of this has anything to do with you. And I feel like the stronger a boundary, the stronger a barricade you can create for yourself to keep yourself well right now. And not because you're a delicate little egg, but because you are an energetic force and you have what to do with your energy right now. And this sure as shit is not it. Like, there are so many good places to plug in right now. There are so many good sources. There's so much love coming at you, whether you're aware of it or not, of like people sending you juju for like bullshit make out antics at a birthday. This is not, I would not plug into this at all. And if you need to be in touch with someone about a work thing, I would very politely and very clearly, if you have to, say, just have this question, blah, 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 about, and not open up any of it. And if they say to you, I really want to talk to you, be like, you know what? I so don't want to have this conversation. I have a lot on my plate right now. I don't want to have this conversation. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your apology. I appreciate it. Thank you for your apology. I appreciate it. Accept your apology. Great. I don't want to have this conversation. Thank you. And I would not deal with this an iota. And your friend, Bob's fiance, I think even with her, be like, I love you. I am so sorry that this happened. I am so sorry that Barbara decided to do this with Bob. But
yeah.
I cannot plug into this with you right now. I have my own places that I have to put my energy right now. I think everyone, if they're adults, will understand and be human beings, and maybe even say, oh my God, I am being really selfish and ridiculous to ask Suzanne to attend to this bullshit at this moment. And wow, what kind of dog crap did I leave on her doorstep for her birthday doing this? Like, crazy. Yeah. When somebody just now in the chat was like, when the entire group is just chaos. Right. It's just chaos.
Yeah. And like we all were like, do we laugh? Do we cry? Like, what is happening right now? What we just had like a great night. Like, who are you? And what was so interesting, you know, I think you said it, and we had to postpone our wedding because of my health situation. And it's going to be in France in June. And my fiance was like, well, at least we learned this now. So now we don't want to invite them to our wedding.
Yes.
That'd be awful. Can you imagine if they would do that at, like, on some, I mean, I could see it now. I mean, if they're going to do it in a group of 7 people, I'm like,
they absolutely could have created some nightmare situation at your wedding in France. Thank God you found this out. There, everything is happening for you. This is like, oh, this is boundary lesson. This is do not invite list. This is
Totally.
wow. I can't.
It's amazing, right? How the universe works. Yeah.
I've had like the crazy situations where someone pulls some mishigas at an event that is just mind blowing, just baffling. The mind reels like, what, how did this happen? What was the judgment that you thought this was a great idea of a thing to do? Like, how is this appropriate to you to do this right now? So crazy. So yeah, I'm very happy that you had the impulse to be like, no, I'm not doing this. This is not where I'm putting my energy at all.
Yeah. And I think sometimes, like, you know, you have to be in those situations. I mean, I'm not saying thank you, cancer, but like sometimes when you're in such a situation that is so intense, you don't have any room. It's just a hard no, right? Like you don't have any, should I? Well, right? It's just like, no, do not pass go. And so, like, in a way, it helped me to create that boundary in such a strong way. Yeah.
See, but that also speaks to how smart you are, that you're taking the gifts from this and the gifts of the clarity from this, and like learning the lessons that you need to learn out of this. I mean, as women, and particularly women in entertainment, we can be real people pleasers and have an impulse to want to help or want to rescue or want to. And so to learn to say no and to learn to say, these are my boundaries. This is what is good for me. This is where I choose to put my energy. This is where I choose to focus. And this is not, and this is not for me. I mean, those are huge lessons and very clarifying when you're in a situation like you've been in. So that part, I mean, you get to walk away from this mightier. You get mightier, not knocking over headphones, but stronger that way.
Yes.
I love seeing you. I need to talk to you more. I'm like, oh, yeah, I miss you. I know. I want to hear all about the details. I know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's exciting. We had to like change our whole venue, all the things, but it's happening. It's whatever has happened, we're doing it.
It's gonna be gorgeous.
We're making it happen.
It's gonna be fabulous.
Yeah.
I love you. I love seeing you. I'm gonna call you and follow up with you so I can talk to you more. And thank you for improvising with us as we're trying to bounce around as how the heck we're doing this for our double platforming, our like figuring this out.
You're incredible. Your tech skills are incredible. I am new at TikTok. So
Ness and Abe's tech skills are incredible. I just know how to surround myself with my genius helpers. Like my tech skills are non-existent. I just know who to talk to.
That's what you need. You need the army. You got the fiercest people.
God.
That's it.
So grateful. So grateful. Well,
love you so much.
Love you so much. Mwah. Bye. I'm so glad to see you. Mwah. Bye.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, who's saying this? Somebody saying something to me. Hey, Jen, who is it? Hey, Jen, it's Jen. Who's here? Oh, this is so nice. Hi. What is going on? Oh my God, Fibri, thank you so much. Rachel, you're such a love. Thank you. Mao, thank you. Oh, this is fantastic. Who's my favorite character in Overwatch? I'm gonna have to do an AMA. You know what, guys? I'm gonna do a proper TikTok AMA where I can answer questions like that. Guys, I'm gonna do a proper TikTok AMA sometime in the next 2 weeks directly, so I can answer all those kinds of questions. But if you join the Discord, that's when we'll say when it will happen. So join the AMA, Join during the AMA. Come back for the AMA, but you can see when on the Discord. But meanwhile, we are bird momming. So if you have questions for Bird Mom for a future episode of Bird Mom, or if we still have time today, which I'm not sure that we will, but if we do, get it in there and into the Discord. That's always the place. And Abe, thank you so much for filling people in on TikTok of what's going on. I'm so glad I got the two of you managing all this. This is great. Wait, who's here? Neo Nicole. Woohoo! TikTok AMA. Right, Wolfie Viking, that's how you would handle it. You would say, not my monkeys, not my circus. That is how. Crazy situation. All right. Our next person, my buddy Ixuri. Guys, brilliant artist Ixuri, who has done a couple of my favorite Pharah prints, who is here. I'm so excited. This is great. And I haven't seen you in ages, Ixuri. This is great. But my Pharah Pride print, I don't know, for those of you who have it, that's by Ixuri, and I love it so much. And then my most recent Pharah print is also. Hi, look at you. Look at your Christmas tree.
Hey, Jen. Christmas
How are
tree,
you?
Air fryer, paper towels, you know.
Air fryer,
Hi.
paper towel, Christmas tree. I still have to put up my Hanukkah decorations. I haven't done it yet. I was supposed to have done it yesterday. Just totally didn't happen. I've got to get on it. I'm so bad.
And
Like
that's okay.
way behind.
I have a 1-bedroom apartment and I do all my art in the kitchen, and I still haven't done any of the decorations aside from this tree. So that's all right.
You look pretty decorated. You know, that was smart. See, this is very wise. If you have just the tree in the background, you don't have to do that much more because it just looks like you're all decorated.
Right.
You could tell me and I would think that the whole place is decorated now.
Right. Well, luckily you're not seeing this side. This side is covered in Pharah figures and Pharah art. And I don't want you to see my shrine just yet. I'm not there yet.
Will you at some point, can I see?
Absolutely. I have all the stuff that you signed for me. Totally. But yeah, it would have been a little Silence of the Lambs right away. So we'll take it slow.
Okay,
Yeah.
I accept. So funny. Hi. Tell me what's going on.
Well, I'm actually Barbara. I was the one making out. Just kidding. That's
a crazy story, right? Isn't that bananas?
That's fucking wild. I would have gone in that closet and just, that would have been my birthday ruined.
You cannot plug in. You cannot plug in. When Barbara's
absolutely not.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, you just
after 28, I think any drama that came around my way, I was like, oh, I'm gonna block you. So yeah.
Yeah, no, smart. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
And it's like, are just people not getting out? I don't know. Anyway.
I don't know. Anyway, I'm sitting here. I'm drawing the Hades Pharah artwork.
Ixuri's making us a new Hades Pharah, guys.
That's right. And I really like the skin. After this is done, I am going to get on Overwatch Season 2 and just grind and grind and grind. I got my battle pass. I have all that bought. I'm ready.
I love this.
I did a comment on your post. When you get a chance, go see it. I did a work in progress for you. I'm excited about this one. But I really wanted to come on and ask you, what other art do you do? Because I know you're an actor. And I don't know what other art methods you like.
You don't. I'm a woman of many interests, my dear. That's so funny. Okay, so this is actually great that you're asking me this, because my TikTok family doesn't know any of the background stuff of the rest of it. I feel like a lot of the Twitch family knows, but the TikTok family doesn't know. That's right. Look at that. I love you so much. Thank you. So my twin obsessions, lifetime, have been fashion and acting. It's always been those two. They've been like the two things I've been most obsessed with. And my mother was a children's accessories designer when I was growing up. My mother has fabulous style. My grandmother had fabulous style, but my mother was like the first high-end hipster children's accessory designer in the US. So like if you ever had like your mother bought you like a studded belt or like studded suspenders or like a tube that had liquid in it belt and a weird pocketbook with studs or whatever, that was based off of what my mom did. My mom was the first one to make all of this stuff for children. And so when she invented that, and so Hot Topic, when places like the Gap and Guess first opened, like pre H&M, pre all that, that's what made my mother's stuff like become a little too high end. And then that's why she wound up changing her business, because when she was doing it, was the only one. And so she was in all the top boutiques making this stuff, and it was very expensive. And like when I was a little kid, one of her belts cost $75, which I would imagine not right. Exactly. So it was like buying your kid like a $200 belt now or something. It was like, it was crazy. So she was the first one to do anything like that for kids. Now you get all that stuff at Hot Topic or, you know, Forever 21 or whatever, but there was none of that at the time. And so if you had a kid and wanted them to have cool stuff, you spent all the money on what my mother was making. And so, right. And so, so I grew up like going to all of these trade shows because she would show at all these shows. And so at a very young age, I would help her sell and I would help her design. And I would like be the one who would talk about what I was into, and that would, you know, direct how things went. And if let's say it was the weekend and I didn't have school and I was with her at a trade show, and what are you going to do with your little kid in a booth all day at one of these fashion things? So she would give me a clipboard and a pen and say, okay, go walk the show and tell me what you see. And I would go like a trend scout, but there was no such thing as trend scouts back then. And I would walk the show. And whenever I would see something repeat that I hadn't seen, I would like take notes. And then if I had favorite things, I would write down the booth number. And then I would come back to my mom and I'd be like, okay, so this season I'm seeing metallic gold loafers. I'm seeing, you know, tulle, blah, blah, blah. I'm seeing it. I would just what was popping up. And then if I saw something that was like really special that I had to have at the end of the show, we could go and ask them. And they sometimes would either give us it or they'd sell it to us wholesale. And so I always had the coolest shit. Between my mother, like it being important and her having good taste, and me having like that kind of taste and being able to have access to that stuff, I always did this. So I loved this. And so feeding my acting bug, I always had jobs in retail, in wholesale, in design, in styling. I had all of these fashion gigs. And then when I got a little older and my friends started opening stores, they only wanted me to go with them to be their other eye. And then I was styling people for events, and then I was, you know, buying for stores. And I had lived in Paris after college for a while. So I spoke French fluently. So I started going for Paris fashion weeks to help buy for stores, to be like so that as my voiceover career took off, I would say to them, look, the only thing is I always have to be able to go to Paris for fashion weeks because I love doing this. And it always kept me close to these trade shows where I'd get to walk around and be like, this thing, that's really interesting. And I'd befriend all of these designers from around the world, and I'd get to watch different designers' evolution. And this turned me on to no end. Cut to my voiceover career takes off. Oh, and I forget. And then once my voiceover career took off, I developed relationships with studios in London and in Paris for if I had to do a job. But I also always had to travel with microphones. And this is before microphones were so easy to plug into your computer. So like I had to have special microphones I could travel with to do auditions and to do sometimes jobs from a hotel room or from an apartment, in case I wasn't going into a studio. So I'm already going to Paris with microphones and going to Europe with microphones for fashion stuff. Cut to the year my son is born, my husband and I drop a movie, another movie my husband has written, gets made and has a big, you know, hoopla, and the store that I've been buying for closes. And so like for a good year and a half, there's no buying or doing any of that. And my voiceover career is rocking at this time. And once the craziness slows, I'm like, I got to get back to the fashion shows. How am I going to do this? And I said, wait a second. I already have microphones and I already have entree to all of these shows. I'm going to start a podcast and a website. I'm going to start trend scouting for real. And so I started this series where I would interview emerging designers and I would cherry pick the people who were most interesting, because much like voiceover, fashion is a place where it's like the canary in the coal mine. It's the first place that you find out what's going on in the collective subconscious. Like when you go to a trade show and I like the trade shows in particular. I love runway shows. I go to runway shows. Runway shows are amazing, but trade shows are the beginning, and trade shows are like where the designers are starting. It's like the earliest ones. And that's where you see if there are like one season out of nowhere, a designer from Japan and a designer from I don't know, Germany, and a designer from Helsinki and a designer from Memphis, Tennessee are all doing deer head graphics. You're like, what the hell is going on in the world that it's deer head graphics? Or if suddenly, and it's the same designers who, like, I always call it like an antenna to God. They're like plugging into what it is that we all want. And I'm very good at knowing what that thing is. Like when I spot it, I'm like, oh, that's going to be the thing. That'll be, and I'm going to say 95% of the time, if I say it, within 2 years, it's the thing. And because there's something about the energy that's just, the people are able to plug into what is the thing that I want that I had no idea I wanted, that I need to have. And so I started doing this, and I started consulting brands. I started helping them with their ad campaigns. I started connecting emerging brands with showrooms and showrooms with stores. And so I started this consultancy. And so I was doing my voiceovers, tra-la-la, and I'm doing my consultancy, tra-la-la. And it's very busy because I'm also working on projects with my husband, and I also have a kid, but it's in balance. And then Overwatch happens. And Overwatch blows up and like becomes this thing. And suddenly I start getting invited to all of these Comic-Cons and all of these. And I'm like, oh my God, now there just there isn't enough time. And so I want to take the magic carpet ride. I'm so excited because I've never been in the world with the gamers. I've done voices for a bunch of games before, but I've never been like immersed in the world with the gamers. And it's the trade shows again. You're walking through the booths, you're walking around and seeing what all these artists are doing. You're walking around and seeing what has captured the collective subconscious. And here's this amazing community. And so I start saying, I don't think I'm going to be able to do both. I'm not sure how this is going to work. And with that, at my first or second con, I get barraged with questions of what am I wearing and how did I know to put myself together that way? And that's when I go, oh my gosh, I can bring like style stuff to gamers. This is something I can do. And then with Ness had invited me on their Twitch stream right before the pandemic. And that's when I was like, oh my gosh, you could do anything you want on Twitch. I can bring style stuff to gamers on Twitch. And that's when I started doing the Hey, it's Jencohn streams. And that's when I started doing like studio streams and showroom streams and bringing people for a gaming audience. So that's wow, I haven't quite synthesized telling that story in a while. That's pretty much the two streams. I also still love acting on stage and on camera. And so whenever I get like a fun gig like that, I love doing those. And I was always a singer in rock bands in high school and then beyond. And so I've had like in the last 10, 12 years, I keep on having like band times. So like I've been in a few different bands, and then I keep doing shows for these benefits. I actually just got asked to do another one. I'm so excited in March. So typically I like doing punk bands. I like fronting punk bands. So those are my other main creative pursuits. Those are the places that my art and creativity go.
You're a Renaissance woman. I'm sitting here in my 80-year-old grandma sweater.
I love an 80-year-old grandma sweater. That's a great thing.
Me too. Yeah, I look good in it. But yeah, not too much in fashion. I do follow your podcast. What would you say is the upcoming item, if you don't mind me asking?
It's tough, right? It's tough right this second. It's tough right this second. The thing that I'm seeing, and it's actually funny that you say in your grandma sweater, the thing that happened that continues to happen in fashion right now, it was a reaction to the pandemic, was this real old-timey granny kind of aesthetic. And there's going to be more of that. There's going to be more like weird embroidered. There's going to be more old-timey prints. There's going to be more like, there's something about that like old homey feel. There's going to be more of that. I've seen like all of the antennas, the antenna people, all have sort of gone in that direction. Old chintz, grandma-y feeling stuff. It's very funny. Like that sort of, I think that's where things are going. We'll see more of that. I think that this huge pink explosion, like the pink explosion started right before among the design community. You started seeing all that pink in like 2018, 2019 were the first signs of like, oh, the pink is coming. And now, I mean, the last year or so, it's just like pink everywhere. Everything's pink. So much pink. I think that the next thing is going to be this sort of granny-ish aesthetic.
Yeah, I believe that. Especially
it's a reaction.
Resurgence of 1990s and then just 1980s and then now 1970s.
I love all of that. But yeah, there's something like a little like smaller and cozier and more intimate. I feel like people needed to get fed with like cozy intimate.
Yeah.
I'm seeing that.
We saw that in painting too, because probably around the start of the pandemic, obviously that's where you and I started talking for the Pride Pharah. And I was like, well, what could we possibly do to like, I read a book called The Artwork After the Black Plague, because there was like a boom of artwork after the plague. And I was like, I gotta tune into whatever that is, right? And so I just took my digital painting, and instead of drawing digital drawings that were kind of clean looking, it was kind of just a painting style, which right now has become the style that I do for you and for other people. And people really seem to enjoy that. So during the quarantine, I focused on that. And then I focused on paintings of like rappers, but in this kind of like Renaissance way with very bold backgrounds. And that just came out into like this whole thing that has now become a style. But it's funny to see how the pandemic affected all kinds
it
of
has to. I mean, pandemic. Well, I mean, you know what I'm laughing about? That's so funny. And I keep on saying, like, what is it exactly? So obviously, I'm paying attention to TikTok right now, and something about Wednesday Addams has like really grabbed people by the throat.
Oh yeah.
And I think, well, first there's like the old timiness of that brand, and the moodiness, the gothness, all of that. The cramps. I mean, the cramps are from when I was a teenager. I'm saying like it's all these dance moves that were like I was really young when those dance moves were like popular. And that aesthetic is like so like goth young punk. And yet it's like the high collars, the granny stuff. it speaks to a specific moment. And the last time I was thinking of like a model from a piece of TV media who captured imaginations in like a weird, retro, awesome, inspiring direction was when Pulp Fiction came out.
Ooh.
And well, when Pulp Fiction came out and Uma Thurman's Mia Wallace with that severe black bob and the dark lip and those dark nails, and she was wearing the Agnes B outfit. It was the white blouse with the flared short pants they were narrow and then they flared, and then the flats and the little Agnes B tiny sweater. I mean, that aesthetic, people went freaking bananas. Like, I mean, a whole new like colorway of lipstick and nail polish had to hit the stands because of one character in one movie. It captured the imagination. And I think that like Wednesday Addams is capturing that. Yes. In a similar way, because I'm seeing young, old, across the board, children, like people are responding to that in a very specific way. And it's also related to coming out of a pandemic and having this PTSD that everybody has. And so like, how do you like channel through that? Really interesting.
I'm glad that you said the goth dancing, because it's so funny how people are like, wow, she dances so strange. And I'm like, that's like the early 90s goth dance.
That's 80s. That's like B-52s, like with the whole, I mean, but that's also Mia Wallace. That's all. It's all very, it's great. It was awesome.
Yeah. Well,
goth cottagecore is everything. Exactly, Dream. Exactly. Yeah, she based them off goths in the 80s. It's totally goth. Yeah, it's awesome. It's so good. Church-backed artisan style. Yes. Gamer Gen. Yes, it is like church-backed artisan style for sure. Justice reigns from above. Look at this. What is else going on? Thank you. Thank you so much, guys. I'm getting such nice stuff. I'm so happy to see you. I'm so excited. Guys, look out. We're going to have an Ixuri Cassandra brand new Hades Pharah coming up soon because she's a genius and we're so fortunate. I'm so excited. Thank you. Rock loves my bat mitzvah, you know, like, so at your bat mitzvah, you like have to enter to a song. I don't know if you guys have ever been to a bar bat mitzvah, if any of you have. So everyone's sitting in the main sitting area where the tables are, and there's some DJ, and there's usually some cheesy guy in a microphone. And it's sort of like at a wedding where they do this, and they say, okay, everyone, welcome the bar mitzvah family, David and the rest of the Shinebaums, or whatever the whole that, and they come in, and usually Celebration is playing. It's like, celebrate good times, come on, you know, and they come out and they dance. It's really cheesy, and then people get up to join them, and the whole like. So this is when I had my bat mitzvah, I had a punk bat mitzvah, and I came out in a one-shouldered snake print Betsy Johnson dress with fishnets. And I came out and danced with my dad to Rock Lobster. I was so proud. It was adorable. You know what? I will find pictures from this and I will post it in the Discord. And you can all see me at my bat mitzvah in my one-shoulder snake print Betsy Johnson dress. Rock lobstering. Yeah, I would wear that. I still have it.
While you're at it, get some of your band covers and post those on there.
Oh my gosh.
I'd love to hear those. Love it.
Yeah, that too. Oh, good. Mwah. Thank you for coming on. I'm so excited I got to talk so much. That was really fun.
Thank you for having me.
That was good to explain that whole thing. Good. Mwah. I love seeing you. Take care.
You too.
Bye. It's exactly what you would assume. It's very on brand. Yeah, it was really cute. It's very recognizable. Like my style from then is extremely, you can see the line. It makes perfect sense that I would have gone from that here. Kiseki, so funny. Rock lobster. All right. Hi, Abe, do we have anything that we need to know? Oh my God, look what's going on here. There's so much happening here. She's reading comments that aren't there. That's right. I was looking at the old comments. No, she's live on. Thank you. I'm simultaneously bird momming. Pre-recorded live? No, it's me. I'm here. I swear.
Everyone's
It's
confused as to what's happening.
I'm so sorry. You know what? It's because it didn't roll. Hi, guys. Thank you. Okay. Now you see I'm here. Rachel Adams, you're wonderful. You're such a nice participant in this chat. I keep on catching lovely things that you're writing. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Yes, all live. Oh, don't be sorry. All good. I'm just trying to do both at once. And next time, if anybody has a lead on a stream key, so a girl can figure this out and get it all happening at once, we would love it. But we're going to figure this out. It was a rock, a lobster. That's yes, exactly. It wasn't a rock. Love that. That was one of the first songs that Mickey knew how to sing. I have a recording of him when he's 2 singing Lobster. It's so cute. Oh my gosh. Hello, Paraguay. Thank you. Hi. This is amazing. You should tell that Pharah read your comments. I read your comments. Thank you, Rachel. So nice. Oh, I love it so much. Del V, I miss you. Del V has style coming out of his eyeballs, like the greatest style. All of those pictures that you've been posting, whenever you post pictures of yourself, Ness and I like sit and just kvel. We're like swooning over you, like, oh, such style. I can't.
This is correct.
It's true. We kvel over you. Oh, all right. I miss you. I like seeing you here. It's true. Okay, yes. We got Jamie coming on. Hello, Louisiana. Thank you. My favorite band, well, I mean, my favorite of all time is Bowie. I've loved Bowie since I was really little. I love Bowie. My favorite ever. And I have a lot of other favorites, but that would be my all-time. Coffee, definitely coffee. Although I love tea, but coffee. I like both. Coffee wins.
Oh, wait, I thought I let them in. Whoops. I guess it's not. Hold on. Give me a sec.
They'll be here any second. I like these questions. Sushi, I'm so happy I'm on your FYP too. This is great.
Oh,
okay,
should I change my name?
we got another. Pharah, is that you? It is. It's me. Guys,
you're good. Don't worry.
My TikTokers, we're trying to simulcast an Ask Bird Mom episode, Twitch and TikTok, same time. Love this corgi. Trying to simulcast both, doing our damnedest. It's our first time doing it. It will get better. Thank you for your patience. Talking to somebody now on Twitch. If you have a Twitch account, it's at Hey It's Jencohn. I am at Hey It's Jencohn everywhere on all of the platforms. So you can always find me there. And on the Discord, it'll announce in advance what's going to happen next. But hello, Jamie. I like this sweatshirt.
Hi, Jen. Thanks. It's a PlayStation 4 themed overshirt I made for PAX West.
Dude, it's
like
good.
Thank you.
That's really good.
I thought it would, help with some conversations with Sony devs. It didn't. They were not very impressed. But the Xbox crew was.
Help?
No, I have an Xbox suit that I wear to every con. The Xbox people liked it. The Sony people were nonplussed by my overshirt. So,
that is shocking and lame. I have to tell you.
It was great. I love the fact that you were bringing up because I've known that you were a fashion connoisseur and everything for the longest time, but I didn't realize you had this very grassroots kind of upbringing with the fashion world. So it was super cool to hear that. And then what you were talking about, how people were checking out what you were wearing when you were going to cons and everything. That's kind of how one of my big things when I was going to cons. Just always wearing a suit to cons and everything, and just like trying to like dress as characters. I even made a Pharah outfit. I made a working Pharah outfit. It was just it. And I looked at my grandfather served in the army in the Philippines, and I looked at like what he wore when he was off duty but still on base. and just tried to make it like blue and gold and everything. So I had like this like big denim overshirt with like some patches on it. Yeah, and like, you know, some like faux combat boots and everything. But you know, I would try and wear shit like that to whatever con I went to.
Yeah.
And so when you were talking about, you know, it's true. Gamers are looking for higher fashion, and especially like now, like people talk about how there's gamer fashion, but I feel like so much of it is just an esports brand that prints their logo on some hoodies and some, you know, some joggers, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's cool, but it's like, all right, I feel like I'm looking at the same thing over and over again.
You are preaching to the freaking choir. This literally is what I've been shouting from the rooftops. The thing that's so exciting and so fabulous about you guys and about the gaming audience is that you guys like are super creative, are super comfortable at like, you know, pushing the envelope and trying different things. You aren't scared of like gender dressing or whatever. There's like, it's so, I love the gaming audience's style content, and there aren't enough people, there really aren't enough people who are saying like, oh, this is how you curate for a gaming audience. Because a gaming audience, like, it's not bros in branded sweatshirts. It's ridiculous. No, it's like, it's way more, it's way deeper. It's way more interesting and exciting than that.
I mean, you know, if I think about all my friends, how much time we all spend in the character creation, and just like, you know, how much time and money are we spending on digital skin assets, you know, the whole Overwatch, you know, skin system. It's like, we care about our appearances because, you know, much like how any kind of from a tribal root, you know, you what fashion represents to yourself and the tribe you ascribe to. You know, we're more than just joggers. We're more than just hoodies and everything. Especially too, it's like, I don't want to be wearing, no offense to my roommate, I don't want to be wearing just like a FaZe Clan hoodie, you know, to like an event. Like, I don't want to be repping like, no, I just realized I'm wearing an AMD shirt, but that's the, you know, that's separate. But, you know.
Nothing is outlawed. You're allowed to wear pieces like that. But yes, and yes, and yes, and yes, you're all of the above, and to not tap into it. And it's funny because a lot of fashion people don't understand that and don't have a clear picture of who they're dealing with. So like, it's great to hear you say it.
And I think that there's excitement from old school brand houses. Clearly, you know, Louis V's involvement with League of Legends, and even prior to that with Final Fantasy 13, which came out, I don't even remember when, 2010. Like they had one of their characters, Lightning, model like their collection. And it was like an ad and everything, but I still feel like, you know, that's like, you know, like, just like when a brand just sees an opportunity and they don't really understand it. And so they just throw shit at it without understanding, okay, who are the players? Who's the fan base? What do these games, what does this medium mean to them? And how do we engage with that idea of digital storytelling through a video game? In, you know, what clothes are we wearing? I modeled a suit after, like, for instance, like I modeled a suit after a Mass Effect character who's called Garrus Vicarian. I mean, like, everyone loves Garrus. I love Garrus. Like, if you check out any Mass Effect forum, it's just Garrus. And I remember for a job interview, I wore that suit because I wanted to feel confident. And so you know, Garrus is a confident character. So like, I wore that suit. I didn't get the job, but the next job I wore that suit to, that job I got.
Then that meant it was a fit. Then that meant that was the place. Right.
Yeah. And like ever since then, it's like, yeah, this shit, you know, it puts you in which really is why we love video games in the first place. You know, you're able to transplant yourself into a digital avatar to feel confident, powerful, whatever. So if I can carry those traits, ascribe it to an outfit, and then go out there IRL, to me, it's like I get to take a little bit of, you know, gaming here. So honestly, I think your voice and just talking about this shit to people in the gaming community is, you know, super fucking important. You know, it's just like,
I feel like my liver has stepped out and come into the Zoom screen and is talking back at me and is like, it's like some meme where I'm like it's me saying like, see Jen, but blah blah blah. I'm like, yes, but that's what you are yes. No, and everything that you are saying, everything you're talking about being able to channel your best self into the character that you are, or by being that character in a game, you get to transform yourself into your most confident, your most powerful, your best team player, all that. That is also what fashion does for you. When you are tapping in the right way, that is what fashion should be doing for you as well. And so that, and fashion people understand that for fashion people, but they don't understand that that is what gamers have been doing virtually all along. And that if you're able to bring that fantasy level to people's day-to-day lives, you are helping everyone.
Yeah.
You are helping yourselves by trying to take your business opportunity and blah, blah, blah. But even more than that, you're helping the people who are looking to be their best selves out in the world, as well as in game and in VR. You and me. Oh my God, I want to hug you.
I would love to hug you too. Yeah, I mean, like this is the kind of shit that God, I have like notebooks from when I was in college, like writing like crazy person like manifestos about this shit. And like my roommate.
Where do you live? Do you need a job? Listen to you. You're Abe. Next.
I'm in New Jersey. I'm in New Jersey. Don't worry. I'm just one subpar NJ transit.
Where in
train
Jersey
right away.
are you?
I just moved to Montclair, so I'm
I was
super
just
close
in Montclair this weekend.
Oh shit, really?
I was.
Yeah.
No,
Shit, that wasn't even my question. But I actually have like all these notebooks on like fashion shows I wanted to do with video games, and this actually kind of leads into my question. Because that wasn't even my question, but just from the last conversation, I was like, oh fuck, it is just so perfect. But like, I actually sent Nest too. I have a pitch deck from 2020 with OS. I know OS.
yes, of course, we love OS.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's where I first met / saw you actually. I think years ago at this point. But so I was pitching like all these like pieces of content, everything from like food and gaming to mental health and gaming, fashion and gaming, obviously sex and relationships and gaming, big proponent of that. All these things because the medium of video games has given so much enrichment and support to my life, and I just want to talk about that more. So, and I was doing good work with the Overwatch League as well. I was running cosplay events for all up and down the East Coast with OWA homestands and everything. When the pandemic hit, obviously, and all that shut down, and then just the rest of 2020 played out, I kind of, I wouldn't even say just like lost interest and motivation, but something that really was lighting a fire to keep me motivated, keep me passionate about this stuff, definitely got diminished. There was kind of a question of like, okay, who am I really affecting here? And I have, I've been lucky enough to, the job I landed actually in my Garrus suit, I'm still with them 4 or 5 years later now, and I actually got a lot of meaning through that job. It's a mobile game company where we take training material and we turn it into a mobile game. And we've had people who were like, everyone from baristas at coffee stores were like, oh yeah, I got a promotion because of these games you were making, to even we partner with a program that people who are court involved, who come out of prison, find jobs through our mobile game. And throughout the past,
amazing.
It's really I love my job, and I'm super thankful for it. And when I think about how much time I've invested in my job, which again, no regrets, but then I still have this craving and itch, and I feel like I'm incomplete because there's all the stuff post pandemic that I had all these ideas for, these passions for, that I was ready to drop my job and pursue full time. And now I'm in a situation where it's like, okay, I want to do both, but every time I feel like I start up with some of the content stuff again, I either lose track, lose passion, or sometimes just get hit with like, how is this affecting people in an equally positive, if not better light than like someone comes up to me and says, hey, this thing you worked on helped me get a job and support my family, which is a great feeling. But then it's like, okay, well then like I have these moments where it's like, when I'm editing myself or whatever, editing a video I made, I'm like, I have a moment of just like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, like for lack of a better term. And I feel like I would have genuinely just dropped it and really focused on my job full time ages ago. And I wouldn't keep coming back to it if that was really if I was really just meant to focus on my 9 to 5. You know, I believe that there's a reason I keep coming back to it. There's a reason I still feel this hunger and want for it, but I have such a hard time committing and focusing, and then just like from a time schedule too, because I don't want to quit my day job. I love my day job. So, you know, it's being able to, I think, to start and maintain and then keep focus and enthusiasm about that content. So I know it's a lot, but like, where do you think I start?
I feel like Obi-Wan Kenobi with Luke Skywalker right now. This is making me so happy. I can't wait to meet you in person. I mean, I know you said that we've met at OS, but I can't wait to actually like sit and talk to you at some point.
I'd love that. Yeah.
Oh, what's going? Yeah. What are you doing? But my son, don't do that. I'm talking. I'm on a stream. My son is what are you doing? You know what I'm doing? He's banging pots. You're banging pans. Okay, I am talking to Luke Skywalker here. I am being Obi-Wan Kenobi. You are messing with my flow. Come on. Okay, thank you. My son is messing with my Jedi flow. Okay, go, I'm in Jedi flow. I'm a Jedi. Go. I'm Jedi. Thank you. Okay, quietly. You can quietly cook. Okay.
Gonna eat a grape leaf.
Perfect. Good call. Okay. Does that make Yoda? Maybe.
Can you give your spiel in Yoda speak?
What?
Do you think you can give your spiel in Yoda speak? Your advice in Yoda
It's going to thwart the message if I do. It'd be very fun, but it will thwart it. It's not okay. So,
yes.
First thing, you have that pull that you are feeling to do the other stuff means that it is what your soul is pulling you to do. So when you say to yourself, who am I to do this? How dare I do this? The bigger question is, how dare you not do it? If you are the person who got the download from the universe to do the thing, for you to not do it means that you're not taking the mission. And for you to let your head or your ego or your insecurity or your reason step in the way of you doing the thing that you are supposed to do because you got the download to do it, then you are wasting your connection because you're clearly connected. If you're filling notebooks with notes about these things, you're connected. That said, don't worry about having to do it right now. It is wonderful that you have a job that is fulfilling, that you have a job that helps people, that you have a job that obviously takes care of you and that you like enough and you enjoy enough to do for years, and that actually like helps the world and serves people and is in your desired field. As someone who sustained multiple pursuits at once and sometimes caught flack for it, I have had certain friends and certain people in my life who've been like, I remember when someone being like, if I just spend more time on that instead of that, why are you doing both the things? They aren't cut the same way as us because you have no idea how these things that you're pursuing are going to come together. If you had told me 20 years ago that I would be like in a gaming community doing Bird Mom streams and bringing style content to a gaming audience and looking at creativity in Web3 and like who are the new cutting edge, who are the people who are creating what creativity is going to look like in the future. Like if you had told me, I would have been thrilled to death, like beside myself, thrilled to bits, and B, like, oh my God, that only could have happened because I continued pursuing all of the things. Like I just kept pursuing all the things. I kept pursuing the fashion things. I kept pursuing the voiceover things. I kept on. And then I just listened to the muse and I just said, oh, this is where I'm supposed to go with this next. I am uniquely positioned because I know this. I'm uniquely positioned because I know this. And then just, you have to trust yourself. And then don't worry about it. You chop your wood, you carry your water, you do the things that feel good and that feel like they're feeding you, and trust that it is taking you in the correct direction. You do not need to know right now where exactly that's going to land. You don't need to know. You need to know that if it's making you happy and it's fulfilling you, you're going in the right direction. If you're feeling fulfilled, you're going the right way. Like that means you're going where the water is warm. You're going where, if you start going, if you need to make a smart decision and it feels bad, then you're not going in the right direction. You're going in the wrong direction. And sometimes you have to make scary decisions. Sometimes scared is not the same as bad. Scared is just just scared. Coaching around helping right. Yes. There is a whole coaching segment around helping multi-potentialite people work. Wait, how did we say that? I like that word.
Multi-potentialite.
Multi-potentialites. I have never seen that word, but that's exactly what it is. You have no idea how it's going to come together. I say this to people all the time. Like, if you love that, pursue it. If you love that, pursue it. You have to keep throwing shit at the wall to see what sticks. Just throw shit at the wall and see what sticks, because you don't know how it's going to come together and what's going to suddenly make you like the expert, or is going to make you positioned to lead the way into the next space because you followed where you were supposed to go. And then I don't know if you said this, but something that I feel, so I'm not sure if I have found myself having the concerns, in addition to who am I to do this, but if I take too long to do it, then I won't be the first who's doing it and somebody else is doing it. And no one is going to do it the way you do it, because no one is getting the download exactly the way you're getting it. No one has exactly the same background that you do. No one has the exact same combination of input sources that you do. You will come at it uniquely. You will come at it your way. There is plenty of room. It's not like if you aren't the first, you're not going to be the one there. There's plenty of room. So don't even worry about that. Don't worry about that. And that's been something that I've had to struggle with, because I've gotten self-flagellant at times when I've had the great idea and been doing multiple things and been like, but I have to get it right, because if I don't get it right now, I'm going to be not the one who did it. And it never was a matter of time. The only things I regret are the things that I didn't just get done, however long it took. Just keep doing the things and trust that you're going in the right direction if it feels good.
It's so crazy. You are the second person to say that to me today, I guess. I
Really?
was watching Parts Unknown, Anthony Bourdain's last show, and you know, he talks about his time when he was a dishwasher and when he was 17 years old in like Provincetown in Massachusetts, and that's like, he had no idea, but like, again, the trusting of the process and just feeling the pull and everything. So there you go. You talk about the universe downloading into things. This is the second time today I'm hearing this message. So there you go. Universe is definitely trying to throw some shit my way.
I mean, like I was saying, the people with the antennas, I feel like they're people whose just connection to what they're supposed to be bringing into the world is very clear. And so if you're having these urges, these pulls in these directions, you just have to trust it. And you don't have to leave your job. It sounds like your job is great. When it's time to leave your job, you'll leave your job and you'll know that. But it sounds like it isn't time to leave your job. You still like it. It still is taking care of you, and you still have stuff to do on the other side of it.
Yeah.
And trust that too. That's okay too. Because who knows what you're learning in your job that you're going to bring to whatever the next thing is. I live in a co-op apartment. When my husband and I bought our apartment, I'd lived in rental apartments before that, but then we bought in a co-op building. And the way it works when you're in a co-op building is you have to at some point, if it's a small building, you have to run to be on the board, and you have to be on the board of directors of the building. I've had like weird jobs. I've had plenty of weird jobs. I should probably at some point do a video about all of the weird jobs I've had, but I've never had like a proper corporate job. So corporate culture is like not, I know things about it, but I've never worked in it. Like the office doesn't speak to me. I never did that. I don't know that whole thing. And I found myself not having that acumen, being quite articulate and smart and well-versed, but not having that acumen on a board for 2 years with 4 older white men, 2 of them really awful people, but all of them like men of business, men of company, and me.
Yeah.
Right. And it was awful because they were patronizing and they were dismissive and they were all of these, and it was like a nightmare. And I have a very smart friend who, when I said something about being on this board, she was like, "What are you doing? Get off the board, sell your apartment. I'm going to make you a t-shirt that says life is too short for me to try to fix my building." She was emphatic that this was what she didn't know. And what I didn't know was that experience working with those men, learning about all the legalities that are involved and learning about how to operate in an all-male corporate structure, like the way that they communicated with each other, the way that they flashed status, the way that they, took power of a situation. Knowing how to do that has been invaluable to my life since I did it. I had no idea how useful it was going to be. I can't tell you how many things I can attribute directly to things I learned from that incredibly unpleasant experience. And it was, and I mean, I honestly, I can't even tell you how many things I learned from that have been unbelievably useful to me. So the fact that you're enjoying your job and learning all these things and are doing good for the world and are doing this and are learning all of this stuff that you have no idea how it's going to be of use to you later means you definitely should keep doing it until it's time to not do it. And don't worry about it. Don't sweat it.
Yeah, thank you. I needed to hear that.
Definitely.
I needed to hear that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my. Just living that. I've taking all these notes. Just everything.
I love your notes.
Yeah.
TikTokers. Jamie has all these fabulous neon yellow slips of paper. And he's been taking all his notes on.
I actually got this from another video game con. It was in some goodie bag, and years later, I still have these very handy notepads. So gaming cons, yes, they're hey, fashion panel at some, I don't know, next gaming Overwatch event. I mean,
let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah.
We want
more than joggers and hoodies. We demand more.
No, and also we're going to need to talk to you. I'm totally going to need to talk to you. So we're going to be in touch.
Sure. Yeah. I would love to. Yeah.
Definitely.
I'm sure you have many good thrift store spots throughout all the boroughs of New York. And I gotta take my girlfriend. My girlfriend's been wanting a good tour of thrift store scenes.
Yes.
So yeah.
Yes, you have this gentleman's info. Yes,
I do. We've talked before. We met at the Justice event before
saliva
COVID.
We did,
running down my cheeks. Okay, good. All right, good.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Thank you
Awesome.
for the classes. Thank you so much. Great. It's such a pleasure. I can't wait to talk to you again.
Well, will do.
Welcome to the family, Jamie.
Thank you.
God,
Thank you,
you're
Birdmom.
fabulous.
Pharmacy for life. I'm gonna go work on my pharmacy fanfic right now after this.
I love it. Pharmacy for life.
Yeah.
Yes. Cool.
See ya, Spirit
care.
Airline.
Bye. Bye.
Striking from above. I love that. Wait, who is the hilarious person? Okay, Selly said to let me know that. Sally, did you see I did a TikTok? So you guys, as you can tell, I'm really having a good time with TikTok. This is why I'm trying to incorporate TikTok into the loop because there are all these delicious people on TikTok that we get to incorporate and pull into the family. I did a TikTok just for you, Sally, about leaving TikTok because people like you think that Pharah is annoying. I'm sorry that you don't like Pharah. I think that she's completely amazing and badass and wonderful. And what's extra fun about her right this second is that in Overwatch 2, like she went from being like really like very direct and straight and to now like being this like basketball bro, and I'm having such a good time doing it. So she just keeps getting better, thankfully. Grateful to say. What's going on? Look at this. Oh my God, look who's here. I didn't even see. Donnie, you're here. Donnie, I love you. It's so good to see you. Maisie Grove, my friends. I haven't seen Maisie in forever. All right. Guys, we've been doing this for just over 2 hours. We bird mommed. Nespot, how you feeling?
It went as well. It went great.
I think it went great.
Yeah, I can.
I think this has been fantastic.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, I thought this was terrific. Abe, how has it been for you?
What just happened?
I don't know.
Oh, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, it's been fun. I've been watching the TikTok and throwing chats into there.
I love it.
Yeah, I think that the TikTok AMA idea sounds like really fun and great idea.
I think we got to do it. I think it's game on. We're going to have to do it. Oh, so I didn't take it personally. Thank you, Sally. Sally wants to make sure I don't get confused that I'm a lovely person, but Pharah is not. Fair. Thank you, Chestnut. Scatter just for you. There you go. All right. I'm glad you love the stream. I'm so glad I at least got you for a second, my Donnie. It's so long. It's so nice to see you. Wolfie, thank you. GamerGen, thank you. Guys, I loved this. I miss you. This was so nice. I had a blast with you guys. We're going to perfect this situation. So that's coming up. That's coming along. We're going to do a Latka stream for Hanukkah, our annual Latka stream. We're super excited. I'm not leaving TikTok. Don't you worry. I'm staying. Yeah, this was a great way to spend the Monday. I love this. I love all of the characters you play, Aristu. I'm with you on that. Yeah,
so we're gonna have a Latka stream.
That's coming up next week. And then we'll say we'll talk to you in 23, guys. It's crazy. And I'm gonna figure out when we're gonna do this AMA with Ness and Abe. But guys, have a wonderful night. Thank you for hanging out with us. As you know, if you have any questions that you want to ask for the next Ask Bird Mom, if you want to be on, if you want to talk, if you've got a question or an issue you want to talk through, highbrow, lowbrow, wherever we go, in the Discord, you can direct message Ness in the Discord, or you can DM me on Instagram and let us know. And you guys, I think you know, I'm at Hey It's Jencohn everywhere. I'm just at Hey It's Jencohn in all the places, including in the Discord. I'm everywhere. Oh, and if you don't know, there's a TV show, Welcome to Chippendales, that's on right now on Hulu, and in other countries it's on Disney Plus. And starting, well, tomorrow's episode has Lucy Pohl, VA for Mercy, has a cameo in it, and she's amazing. And then starting next week on the 20th, I'm in the next 3 episodes. So you should definitely tune in. to Welcome to Chippendales on Hulu. And Johnny Cruz is also in it. And wait, and so is Theo. Yeah, in these upcoming
Alright,
episodes.
don't spoil it.
a bunch of people
Okay,
are in
I
it.
mean,
Sorry, a lot of us are in it. Yeah, lots of people are in it. So you'll have to see. There's lots
and
of
someone else they didn't mention, but I won't say who. All right, cool.
Okay, but I'm gonna do a little thing. But lots of things happening. So you should watch the show because you don't know. You never know who's gonna pop up. You never know. You never know. Okay. Love you guys. Sending you all hugs. I'm reaching around all of the cameras. Thank you for such a fun evening. This was wonderful. Take very good care of yourselves. Remember, we are all in this together. And have a great week. Happy Monday night. Mwah. Bye. So nice to see you all. Bye, Rainhound. Bye, Gomania. Bye, MH28. Bye, Assassin.